Hi, it's Richard from Ignite Growth, and we're just running through how to create an effective growth strategy for your business. Now, I've talked about 12 elements, or there's 12 elements that I would work on with a client when creating a strategy. It usually takes around 3 months. And so far we've gone through 6 of those elements. So I've got about halfway through the work that I would take over that 3 months, and I'm spent about a week on each of these areas to make sure that it's deeply thought through, it's thorough, and it also is going to help us hit those strategic goals that we've laid out in part 1. So really we've worked our way through strategic goals, so our top level goals for a business, what we're trying to achieve, including our specific revenue. We've gone through the target market, so in B2B we're looking at the sector that we're going to be targeting, the niche that we're really strong in, the companies within that niche and sector, probably split them into 3 or 4 tiers so we know who the big boys are to target. We can have a very ABM approach then to those, and then we also know within those companies we've mapped out the key decision makers that we need to be in front of. So probably the champion, the one person who's our primary buyer persona, and then around that, what's the decision making group, the other people we need to be engaging with within those companies. We've then moved on to our brand positioning, so how do we position ourselves as a business in front of those people? This is all the who here. And then the market analysis, really focused in on the other key players, your other key competitors within the market, analysing the market at depth, so we really understand the marketplace that we're working in, and also we can understand some of the gaps that our competitors are leaving us, some of the things that are working well for them, some of the things that they're not doing, so we can really build out our own approach, that challenger approach and that disruptor approach to disrupting that market and really positioning ourselves in the right way in front of these people. We then move through our product offering, and I was saying that your product isn't just your core service, solution or product that you offer. There's multiple product offerings that you're going to have, from free products, from the content you produce, videos you produce, maybe reports that you produce, through your conversion offers, so things that people are going to valuable things that people are going to be happy to exchange their name and email address for, so we can start engaging with them. Your core offers, which would be your core offering as a product, solution or service, and then offers and products for customers as well. So those are the things that once people love what you do and they've been impressed with all of this, they should naturally be asking, what else do you do? So you make sure you have an offering there, and that's where the real profit and the real money within the business is. We went through all of this, mapping out our sales plan in the last video I did. So we now have a very clear sales plan and that should have really identified some of the activity that you now need to do. Your sales team will have clear KPIs from your sales plan. Now your marketing team can get onto the core of this video, which is number 7, which is our marketing plan. So as part of our overall strategy, we're going to have a marketing strategy as a marketing plan within this strategy. Now, marketing plan is going to be really based around the campaigns. So I want you to adopt a campaign approach to this. So what campaigns are you going to be running across the year? A lot of these campaigns will be running side by side, so there'll be different ways you're attracting people through. You've got in here as well, you've got content, so your content strategy is going to be in here. What content, what insights, what ways you're going to reach out to your market. You're going to have your social media in here. So how are you going to use, what platforms are you going to focus on, what are you going to do within your social media campaigns and your social media content. We're going to have our email marketing in here as well, so email marketing campaigns, writing out the email content, the sequences that are going to follow people up. So how's our email marketing campaigns going to work and how we're going to measure that. What landing pages do we need to produce in here? So landing pages, calls to action, thank you pages, all of these things are in here. So CTAs, so this is really all your conversion elements that you're going to develop. And then through that, we're also going to be looking at how we use paid as well. So this content is going to be SEO and organic growth. So SEO and then paid campaigns, how we're going to use Google Ads, how we're going to use LinkedIn, how we're going to use some social media paid to get people through and into our ecosystem, and how we're going to use SEO. So more of the longer term is how we're going to rank our content, how we're going to rank our website, so we're naturally appearing in the search engine optimized way as well. So all of these things need to be going into your marketing plan in a very structured way, so that everything you're doing on a daily basis and your marketing team is focused on lead generation. So this is all about lead generation. Yeah. So all of this activity is aimed at lead generation. So the KPIs and metrics you're setting up in here is really saying what's converting for me, what's giving me a positive ROI. So again, ROI will definitely be involved in here, but are we getting a positive ROI, and what are our different lead sources that we're generating, and which are the most effective channels that we're, let's call that channels. Which are the most effective channels that we're using in our marketing campaigns to generate those leads? You know, the good quality leads that are then being handed to the sales team or then picked up by the sales team and moved through your process. So your marketing plan is key to that, and that you really map it out, and you're not wasting time on channels that aren't producing you anything. So again, the metrics you're measuring, you want to know what's working, how it's working, and what sort of return on investment you're getting from the effort that you're putting into that. So again, I always say to people, focus on conversion first and then focus on volume. Don't do it the other way around. Don't just keep doing activity for the sake of producing volume if the conversion isn't happening there. So look at your website conversion and then look at your sales process conversion. So as those leads go through the sales process, are they being converted in a reliable, predictable way? Okay, so marketing plan is really key. And again, if any of you want to talk through this with me, this is one of my core expertise here, setting up campaigns, having a very campaign-driven approach to lead generation and customer acquisition. They're both linked now. As I say, sales and marketing now has merged into one. There's very much a smarketing approach to aligning the two teams. So they're both working together, both having a feedback loop, having regular meetings together to really make sure that they're on the same page, and they're having this growth and this revenue approach really to what they're doing. So marketing always used to be sort of not as easy to link and attribute revenue to as sales, because clearly with the sales process you get this many leads and you convert them into this many customers and this much revenue. With marketing now, I think we've moved towards attributing revenue to this, so we know we're getting positive ROI from certain lead sources, certain campaigns. We've got a lot of campaign metrics. We know what email's producing for us, what social media is producing for us, where people are coming into our ecosystem, and then how we're engaging and nurturing that relationship through our marketing content and our insights that we're producing. So again, I think the more we can attribute the value of a lead, because every lead has a different value in my mind. Someone downloading a guide, for instance, and going into your CRM, giving you a name and email address as an inbound lead isn't the same as somebody who's emailed you saying, I would like a demo of your services, or I'd like to try your product, or I'd like to speak to sales about something. You know, those hand raisers close 3-4 times quicker, more effectively than someone who's just an inbound lead who needs nurturing for a period of time before they become a customer. So again, the more you can map that out in your marketing plan and put some notional values, start attributing values to your marketing activity, the more you'll know that your business growth is becoming very, very predictable, because your lead generation is working like a machine. And that's the stage we're trying to get to with our marketing. Your lead gen is working like a machine. You know where all these different campaigns and what they're producing, all your different channels, what they're producing. And that's really important going forward for your business growth, because then that scale that you're going to achieve is very predictable. All right, take care, and I'll talk to you soon.